What's up, guys? I'm Josh Mosiman. Welcome to This Week in MXA, episode number 122, presented by O'Neill Racing. Thank you guys for tuning into this episode. We are going to talk about the East Rutherford Supercross, the Mudfest, the upcoming Nashville Supercross, what it's going to take for Hunter Lawrence to clinch this title, and we got some cool footage where we tested Dain Sires' electric SSE bike, a homemade electric dirt bike, and we compared it to a KTM 125 two-stroke, the brand new fuel-injected model, did some lap time comparisons. That was a lot of fun. We got some GoPro footage of that. Let's dive into it. Talking about the 250 class from the East Rutherford Supercross. Wow, what a race. Complete mutter. Those guys thought that they might actually be racing on Sunday. It was a 2-hour delay due to lightning in the area, but the fans stuck it out and turned out to be some crazy racing in the 250 class. All eyes were on Jet Lawrence and Hunter Lawrence. We thought that Hunter Lawrence was going to be able to clinch the 250 East Coast Championship, but that didn't happen. We had some chaos going on in the final turn of the race, which allowed both Lawrence brothers to get on the podium. Hunter Lawrence actually benefited from RJ Hampshire going down trying to pass Jet Lawrence, which also caused Max Volan to lose a position. So crazy stuff at the finish line of that race, but man, huge congrats to Max Anstey. They talked about it on the broadcast. He's got lots of experience riding in the mud, and Max has been a great rider this season though. You can't just give him this win and say, oh, he only won because it was a mud race. He's been on the podium multiple times and been riding awesome on that Firepower Honda. So huge congratulations to Yariv and the Firepower Honda team. Yariv is the owner of that team. Yariv is Australian. He owns the factory Honda team down in Australia, and he's a huge promoter of motocross and supercross down in Australia. And now he's had his team in the US for a couple seasons. Pretty awesome to see Max Anstey get the main event win for Yariv and for that team. Even Ken Roczen talked about it in the post-race press conference that he was happy for that team, as Ken actually rode for that team in World Supercross last season where he got the win there. So really cool stuff. Congratulations to Max Anstey and the team. Looking at the 450 class from East Rutherford, wow, Eli Tomac's crash was heartbreaking to see, but it also kind of exciting to see because it made the championship even closer. It looked like Cooper Webb was going to be able to beat him this weekend and gain some points on Eli Tomac, but man, that guy suffered through some knee pain and was able to finish second in the 450 main event while Cooper Webb was 5th. So more points lost for Cooper Webb. Now he's 11 points down in the championship, so that's going to make it a lot harder for him to beat out Eli Tomac in this one. Tough race for Cooper Webb. Good job to Eli Tomac for pushing through the pain, but huge congratulations to Justin Barcia. He blocked past Chase Sexton and took him out, but you can't really be too mad. It's the first lap of a mud race. James Stewart and Ricky Carmichael said it on the broadcast. I'll say it again. All bets are off when it's a mudder. You really can't blame anybody from smashing into you because the track is just so brutal. He was going for the win, and that's exactly what he did. He made the same pass on Ken Roczen, but Ken was able to dodge him and stay on two wheels in that incident. So Justin Barcia, we recently released a video, an Inside the Pros Bikes video. We released it on Monday this week. Cody Champagne, kind of a cool last name, right? Cody explained all the details on Justin Barcia's bike. Cody is his mechanic. He said that he's actually running oversized radiators stock, even in Supercross, because Justin Barcia rides his bike that hard. So Cody was pretty cool and sharing all the details about that Gas Factory 450. Check out that video on our channel. Looking ahead to this weekend's Nashville Supercross, it is round 15 of the Monster Energy Supercross series. After this round, we'll go to Denver, Colorado, then to Salt Lake City for the Supercross finale. This track looks pretty interesting though. We've had some exotic track maps this year and we've been able to talk about them in our This Week in MXA episodes. This one is going to be very exciting. We got a split lane, a turning split lane with sand section on opposite sides, signals. That's going to be pretty wild, something that I've never seen in Supercross. We also have a Dragon's Back jump into a whoop section. Now Dragon Back, they're like the hardest thing on Supercross. They're so sketchy. I've raced Supercross for one season. Dragon's Backs are the most scary and most gnarly thing you could put on the track. So Dragon's Back into a whoop section, that is going to have some guys intensely focused, and hopefully nobody goes down in that section. So that section looks pretty wild. It's also a right-handed first turn. Right-handed first turn means that riders are going to be trying to stick their foot out and use the rear brake, so you can't do both at the same time. That makes it challenging to slow down for a right-handed first turn. And beyond that, just overall a challenging and technical track, something that I'm excited to see. There's also a elevated bull turn, something that's unique. You don't see every weekend in Supercross. So lots to look forward to at Nashville this weekend. Like I said, Hunter Lawrence has a great shot of wrapping up the 250 East Coast title, and we expect lots of celebrations from the Lawrence camp this weekend. All right, guys, now let's head up to the high desert where we were hanging with Dain Sires, riding his SSE electric bike, comparing it with our KTM 125 two-stroke.
Yeah, so the on switch has a little toggle switch right here that you click forward. Right now it's in the neutral position. This bike has a reverse. I don't know how well my skill is riding reverse, but we'll give it a try.
Oh, you're good. So what's the key to riding it backwards, Dain? You say you lean over the front?
I've found if you lean over the front so you can't really see what you're doing or thinking about it and just feeling, then you'll have an easier time.
All right, sun's going down. It's still cold out here. I got a cool lap time on the SSE 155.2. Actually, no, 152.2. The first one was a 55. The second one was a 152. So let's see if we can beat it on the 125. It's gonna be weird having to shift and clutch so much on this bike. Let's give it a go and see where we end up. All right, don't tell me the time. Whew. Quick rundown. It feels really awkward to hop on a 125 after riding the e-bike for a couple hours. Whew. I have to shift a lot. This thing does bog if you don't shift. Whew, it's getting cold out here, but I think I gotta be faster on the 125 because I was more confident in a lot of areas, able to push it through stuff. But the electric bike, if I twist the throttle, it just goes no 125 lag, no two-stroke lag. So I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this time is close, but I think I'm faster on the 125, and I know for the two-stroke lovers, and including myself, I hope I'm faster. But Trevor, what's the time? Oh my God! Are you serious? 150.09. So, okay, so I thought I was, okay, hold on. Okay, that's close. That's just over a second faster on this thing. Okay, good. For a second, I thought I was faster on the other bike. Okay. Whew. Just over a second faster on the 125. I'll take it. This track is tight and technical, which definitely helps the electric bike. If it was deeper and more sandy, electric bike would be hosed. Also, if the moto was 20 minutes long, electric bike wouldn't make it. But overall, fun times. All right, guys, so that's it for the lap time comparison. I was faster on the 125. I rode the e-bike more today, but I think I could definitely go faster on either bike if I spent more time and really focused on it. I definitely could get better on the e-bike, And I definitely could do a little bit better on the 125, but good times this week in MXA. Dain, you drove 22 or 25 hours to get here?
Don't even know. It was a few.
Quite a few hours. We had to dodge the rain. It's a little chilly out here. We made do though. Thanks for letting us ride your bike. If you guys haven't watched the full test video on our YouTube channel and on our website, be sure to check that out. We go a little more in depth about it. Dennis Stapleton, he's a MXA test rider. He's ridden a lot more electric bikes than me, and he gives his input on that video. So be sure to check it out. Long story short, I'm super, super impressed. Homemade dirt bike. I like to think of Dain in his kitchen, just like over the stove, whipping up something, and then here we are. Is it like that or no?
Oh, it's even worse than that. Down in my basement bar. This is where I come up with the ideas. Oh,
nice.
Yeah, it was great. I'm glad you guys had me out today. I had a ton of fun too. So even with the drive, I would totally do it again.
Cool.
And you know what? Maybe I'll be back with a Gen 3. So we will see.
Looking forward to that. All right. Dain Sires, Josh Mosiman, Motocross Action Magazine. Homemade dirt bike exceeded my expectations. If you haven't seen it yet, check out the other video. Thanks for watching This Week in MXA. All right, guys, that's it for This Week in MXA, episode number 122, presented by O'Neill Racing. Thank you guys for tuning in. We here at Motocross Action are wide open testing new bikes, so be sure to stay tuned to our website, to our YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button and click the bell button to get notifications. Also, if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to Motocross Action Magazine. We got the fresh issue right here with a Project RM250 two-stroke on the cover. The June issue is just getting ready to release, so be sure to check it out at your local grocery store or subscribe motocrossactionmag.com. Thanks for watching. See you in the next episode.